How you doing? Doing good? You know who you are if you're watching this. Long time no speak. See by the title. Do you mind? We obviously gotta talk. Now, if you're watching this, good. If you ain't, that's alright. Me personally, me to you, no, face to face, however you want to call it. No, I'm sorry. And obviously it might be late, but better late than never. Once again, I'm sorry. Not just for what had happened in the past and, what I've done and getting on your nerve and woo-too, all that stuff. I apologize. You want to know the reason? Well, I can give it a reason. I can give a long story short reason, if that makes sense, because I don't want to make the story too long, because it's a long story, but we'll break it down. Long story short, 2019, I was on the edge of, I was either, thinking, I didn't know if I was gonna make it. And it was one day where, you were on vacation every summertime, it was in September, everybody was coming home, whatever case we do. And hey, just with that day, I was like, I was just depressed. And, just depressed because, school, summer school, the news, what was going on at home, whatever case we do, something at the time. At one, I was sitting down on the couch one day, and, the devil, how you call it, like, the devil, that popped up into my ear, said, go to the kitchen. So, I was making a move to the kitchen. And as soon as I went to make the move, hey, she pops up. And she said, don't do it. Now, you know who she is, I don't really gotta, be specific, but, she actually popped up and said not to do it. I stood still. And, she said she was coming. So I was like, okay, but fast forward after that, even before that, way before that, we had spoken. So then once we talked, after that, the situation had happened. And then after that, we hit 2020, COVID time. Quarantine, everybody stay home, whatever case we do. And, didn't happen after that, I was just, obviously making a move, doing what I do. And then we fast forward to 2022, obviously going to school. And, it was 2021 going to school, then obviously it's 2022. So, I was going to school, obviously coming home. And, doing me. And then one day I was like, I obviously did what I did. And now, if I regret it, certain things, obviously, certain things didn't go right. But, if there was a reason, of course there was a reason. Because, like I said, you never, if that had never happened, just with the thing in 2019, then I guess I just wouldn't have been here. For real. And why I did what I did. Now, of course, I didn't explain it before because, hey, I just didn't know how to do it. But yeah, that was, the reason why. And, if you ask they, if the feelings they were okay, no, I mean, it ain't there, it's obviously gone. But, I don't, there's no hate. There's no, obviously, hate or nothing like that. But obviously I had control myself, that makes sense. I've obviously, calmed down. Like, okay, like, it ain't too bad, obviously, doing what I do. And yeah, that was what had happened. Now I'm doing me. But, I just made this video because I see that you can remember the moment, the time that she probably talked to you, whatever case. And, just when I was doing it, like, mom was like, oh, like, you were nervous. You don't know what's going on with the kid with the wood. I felt bad, so obviously I stopped. I didn't really stop, just obviously stop. I did it because, so that way you can be, you wouldn't have to be worried or, just somebody else has to be worried or, anybody has to move. And, not just for me, but also for you, because obviously, you deal with it. So, yeah, it was obviously, of course, not hard to do, because, like, obviously a hero, but, like, hey, you do what it is. And yeah, I mean, I'm, like I say, I'm sorry, my bad, I apologize, but, and I can say it again, if she hadn't done what she did, hey, I probably just would have been gone. Basically, I probably would have been, down the grave, would have been down the grave, if that makes sense. And that, that's the truth, I got nothing to lie, nothing to hide. That's just that, And you probably understand, you probably don't, which is fine. But the only reason why I'm asking making videos, is just because, I just want to make it back. And obviously with you, because, why not? Like, you're just you, like, you don't really, I guess, really speak to people or whatnot, but, that's just that, like, why not speak? And, it just seems like, you just can still be mad. It's like, wow, like that's tough. And, yeah, that's just that. And, yeah, if you can understand it, good. If you can, that's all right. And, yeah, peace out, gang. Peace.